Mr. Onyekpere, the Executive Lead Director of CSJ, for opening remarks.
A very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I think, Mr. Facilitator, I know that there should be representatives from NIHOT here. Madam Adoye. And I also think there should be a representative of IER&T here. And the National Center for Agricultural Mechanization, I think they are also represented. Good morning, you're welcome. All right, so today, between today and tomorrow, we are going to explore further an intervention and a challenge that we've started talking about in the last 3-4 months. And the facts leading us to this intervention are as follows. As somebody who works on the public budget, which is the taxpayers' money, we've done a lot of work around the votes of the Ministry of Agriculture. And we saw that the research institutes are taking up a good part of the funding that goes to the ministry. So the Nigerian taxpayer pays some researchers. And those payments must be for a purpose. It is not for mere atavism. We are not paying researchers to research for the sake of researching. We are paying researchers so that they can improve the value chain of our farming and make it more productive and more value-adding. And the research institutions were not asked to do one simple thing. They have various mandates in various crops, some dealing with animals of various sizes, some specializing more in agricultural mechanization. So from those working on cocoa, oil palm, horticulture, to those working on root tubers, to those working on cereals, and those working on fishery, palm oil, all kinds of animals, mechanization, stored products. So the whole field has been covered. And also, as I was looking through the documentation, virtually, with the exception of a few of the research institutions, we are founded before I was born. And I'm about to climb the 6th floor. Hello? They were founded before I was born. And I'm about to climb the 6th floor. And you know, my late father took a course there. So, the question that we began to explore at the Center for Social Justice and later in discussions with the Boll Foundation is, have we had value for the money we are spending? Have we had impact in terms of improved yields, in terms of better shelf life and storage, resistance to diseases, resilience and adaptation to the prevailing climate change? Have we been able to get this from these institutions? If yes, can we document them? If no, what are the challenges? Can we remove the obstacles? Because most times in Nigeria we discuss issues. They say you should think out of the box. But I have a more fundamental idea about the box. Why will you stay inside the box and think outside of it? Why don't you come out of the box? So for me, it is not about thinking out of the box. It's that you got to come out of the box. Don't box yourself and expect your antennas to catch all the waves. And looking through the challenges Nigeria is facing today, we are thinking of, oh, we want to do high-scale industrialization. Oh, we want to go to the moon. But basic things we can pick up around us, we've not been able to do. I looked at the value chain of cassava, just one product, in terms of the derivatives. First of all, Nigeria is doing between 16 and 20% of the total world cassava production, raw cassava production. We are doing between 16 and 20%. And furthermore, our yield per acre or per hectare is about 30% of those who are doing better but are producing less. And the derivative value chain of cassava is about $189 billion worldwide. Whether you are talking of industrial starch for the textile or pharmaceutical industry, whether you are talking about glues and shoes for shoes, whether you are talking of animal feed, whether you are talking of sweeteners for industry, particularly the beverage industry, 189 billion. The country that is producing about 16 to 20% is capturing less than 1% of that 189 billion. So if we should pull our weight and capture 20% of 180 billion, you are discussing $36 billion. I'm not talking of naira, dollars. And this is more than all we get from the proverbial crude oil that we are killing ourselves all over. One value chain, cassava. I'm not discussing palm oil, palm produce. I'm not discussing cocoa. I'm not talking about groundnut. I'm not talking about baby seed. I'm not talking about all kinds of crops that are simply around us. Just one alone. Not to talk about rice, which we eat every day and we can't even produce enough. So that brought us to the idea that what is happening? Available literature indicates that the bulk of the work in farming is done by women, not just women, small-scale women farmers. And what does the budget tell us about what we give to them to assist them do this heavy lifting? Because if they don't produce, we'll go hungry because we don't even have the money to continue importing. And it's not sustainable in the long run. And so, we said we need to talk to them. We need to find out what the challenges are. Are these research products and innovations, are you getting them? If you are getting them, why is the productivity so low? So we started first with a needs assessment. We went to them, we did a focus group discussion, and we documented, and in attendance were the research institutes in the areas we went to. We chose 3 states. Abia States, Swafon and Umudikomwaya Research Institute, that's the National Wheat Crop Research Institute. Niger State, with the National Cereals Research Institute in Badegi. And in Oyo State, we interacted with NIHOT and IARIT together with the Swafon members. We also took time to document what the research institutes have done. We went to their websites, we discussed with them, about 10 of them. And so today, we are going to talk about what exactly we found and have interactions from different agencies and from the SWAFON members themselves about what exactly is happening. So, since I've taken the opportunity to present the reports, let me formally say a big welcome to you and hope that we will make the 2 days we are going to stay here fruitful. So on behalf of the Center for Social Justice, I welcome you and I thank God for your joining us this being here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onyekpere. Thank you for that, sir.